All right, what's going on, guys? So as you can see, I'm recording at the school, and you'll see me probably in a couple hours. So I'm wearing the same thing. That means I'm recording it this morning. This week we're actually going to be working with learning some more chords on the piano. So I'm going to give you all a chance to learn some new chords, and then we're actually going to play those chords as a class. So go ahead and open up Soundtrap. I'll give you an assignment. Well, it won't be an assignment, but it'll look like an assignment on the inside of eClass. So go ahead and open up eClass, and you'll see it. And then once you do, make sure that your keyboard is working. You got sound and all that stuff. If you need help with that, make sure you just ask someone next to you, or you can call on me as well. But I'll probably be helping multiple people. So yeah. So, all right, go ahead and add a new track. And you can either press keys or synth. I'm just going to do synth today. All right. So, today we're going to be working in the key of C major. So, make sure your keyboard is working. You will see that there are multiple C's. You have C3, right? The way I have it set up, you can change the octave to look at different octaves. So C2, and if I press my octave button, C1, C2, C3, and C4. Let me change my octave again. C4. All right, so I'm just going to be working probably around the C3 octave, but you can choose any octave you want. All right. So the first note you're going to find is C. And the rule is for a root position chord, you're going to play 1, 3, and 5. And the way that works is you're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 3, 5. So that happens to be C major. Okay. So go ahead and try that. C major, 1, 3, 5. And that's called the 1 chord. Now, if I wanted to play a 2 chord, I find the second note in the C major scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. So this would be a D minor chord, but the rule is still the same. You skip every other note. So now it becomes D, F, A. Right? So I went from C to D. And then if you move on to the next note, to the 3 chord, it becomes E. So 1, 2, 3. And then you skip every other note. That becomes E minor. And you'll see, and you can also see each note as well. So it's E, G, B. Then you have, next is the 4 chord, which 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's F, A, C. All I did was skip every other note. And then you have, whoops, let me fix something really quick. All right, got it. So I have the 4 chord, F, A, C. Then we have the 5 chord. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip every other note. Next you have the 6 chord, which is A minor. And then you have B diminished. The 7 chord. The 7 chord is the only one that's diminished. Right? So B, and then skip every other note. And then you land right back on to C. It's just an octave higher. We played it here in the beginning. Now we're playing it here. Now the cool thing about Soundtrap is that all of the notes, you can actually see them when you play them. So whether I'm playing a black note or a white note, you can see what the note is. So that's a really good feature for practice. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice playing different chord progressions. So like, let's say I wanted to play a 1, 2, 4, 5 progression. So I would play C major, D D minor because D is 2. 4 is F. And 5 is G. Right? So 1, 2, 4, 5. How about a 6, 4, 1, 5? So now I got to find the 6th note. A. The 6. Then the 4 is F. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1. And then 5. So. And then, what would be another progression? How about a 2, 6, 5, 4? So a 2 is what? I'll give you a second to think about it. It is D minor. And then you have 6, which is A minor. 5. And then you have the 4. So. And you'll notice that a lot of pop songs have these types of chord progressions, right? So I'm going to play it just a little more advanced just so you can get a feel for like what it might sound like in a pop song. If you're playing a pop song, it might sound something like this. I'm going to set the microphone down. So this is still a 2, 6, 5, 4. So simple might be like this. If I played it a little more complicated, or a little more advanced, I should say, it might sound something like. Whoops, messed up, sorry. Right, so you can hear I messed up just a little bit, but that's part of it too. So, and again, we say this a lot. Sometimes when you're practicing, you're not really practicing if you're not messing up, right? Because perfect practice makes perfect, or good practice makes perfect. So, yeah, just understand that even as you're practicing this, you'll make mistakes. But this is why we're practicing. So, all right, so practice that for a little bit, and then as a class, we are going to work together to come up with some different chord progressions. All right, see you in a little bit.